Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, Bronze Bomber versus King Kong. It was a good fight, a good heavyweight fight. And like I said, I don't know if I said it in other videos because I haven't been as active on YouTube lately, but uh, I think the heavyweight division is a lot better with someone like Deontay Wilder in it, and someone like Luis Ortiz in it, and and Tyson Fury in it. And now you got Ruiz, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, obviously. So I would say it's getting a lot better. You got Tyson Fury because he's got a really his personality uh, outside the ring really is good to promote the boxing and get you not only his personality outside the ring but in the ring he uses his antics. He's just got a he's got a personality to him, and that makes it exciting. And then you got Dante Wilder that he doesn't really need to have a personality, but he does. He's got a personality in and out of the ring, but his right hand does the work for him. I mean, the speaking for him. So like, yeah, like you got it's the heavyweight division's looking really good. Uh, King Kong Ortiz, his skills are very one of the best in the division, and he has such a really good straight left hand and looping left hand. He's a southpaw. He's a very good fighter. Skill wise and athletically, he's very quick for a big man. So it's a good division right now. So let's talk about the Dante Wilder versus Luis Ortiz fight. I thought it was a very good fight. I thought it went how I thought it would go. You had uh, you had Dante Wilder just waiting to land that perfect shot like he always is. If you look at all of his fights, the guy doesn't win rounds really, to be honest. He doesn't win rounds. He knocks you out. And so he can lose every round because one of the rounds in those 12 you're going to get dropped and you're probably not going to get up. And that's what happened in this fight. He was losing basically every round. Ortiz was winning pretty much all the rounds except the round he got knocked out in. And so, on the aspect of sure, Dante Wilder didn't throw that many punches, so it wasn't exciting in that sense, but he was still measuring. You could tell he wasn't scared or anything or backing up a lot. He was just measuring, it looked like, during the whole fight, trying to look for that perfect shot. And Luis Ortiz made it an exciting fight because he was very active. He was landing big shots. Respect to him, he did very well. But his chin couldn't hold up under that straight right hand of Wilder. That right hand is the best in boxing right now, and possibly in a very long time. That right hand for sure. And definitely one of the best right hands in the history of boxing. Uh, and yeah, Luis Ortiz, his chin couldn't hold up there. He got up at like 9 or 10, but Kenny Bayless waved it off. He said he couldn't make. It was officially announced that he didn't make the count. That's how the fight got stopped. Not that the ref stopped it because he was too hurt, but the Jimmy Lennon Jr. I think yeah he's the one who called it. I'm pretty sure. He said referee Kenny Bayless stops the fight because the fighter did not make the 10 count. So he got up like right on 10 or right after 10, but he was hurt badly. Maybe obviously he would have survived the round because the round was over, but who knows what damage he would have took in the following round because you know Wilder he's a very good finisher and he probably would have went after him and dropped him again possibly. Like there's no point in taking that health risk. Like I know you probably could have let the fight go on one more, like since the round was over he could have let it, but if he was already concussed from that shot, it wouldn't have been smart to do that or safe to do that, especially since all the deaths that are happening in boxing lately and all the injuries that we've seen happen in recently. Obviously, you've seen Adonis Stevenson; he was severely injured. You've seen a couple, I think three boxers passed away in the last couple months. Uh, so it was smart that he stopped the fight. And anyway, he didn't make the count. So, uh, but I think if Ortiz was doing amazing, he was doing great. The skill was there, the speed, the feints, everything was there. Wilder just Wilder's got a good chin though. It's not just his power. I feel like when you're a power puncher that relies pretty much all on his power to win fights, he doesn't rely on anything else really. He relies on his power to win fights, and you have to have a good chin. I feel like when you rely all on power, or you're not going to be a good knockout artist if you don't have a good chin yourself. And we've seen uh, we seen Wilder get hit with huge shots. Like he was getting countered with like I remember one point in the fight where he threw a shot. I think it was a right hand and he missed. And Ortiz timed it perfectly with a looping overhand left that landed right on Wilder's chin, and he held up. So Wilder's got a good chin, and that's what. It's not just his power; it's his chin is the backup in case his power until his power works, until he knocks the guy out, his chin is there to protect him because his chin's good. So it's just he's he's just that right hand is very powerful, and I think it has something to do with just he's light and he's powerful. So his strength for his weight is very good. So his strength plus speed equals power, and that's what Wilder's got. He may be not the heaviest guy, but he's strong. So it was a good fight. Ortiz was landing big shots throughout the whole fight. Like I said, Wilder's chin was just holding up. Uh, and like I said, Wilder didn't really do much, but he doesn't have to. If you look at all of his fights, the Polish guy Spilka, he was losing that fight. If you look at obviously the Tyson Fury fight, both Ortiz fights, and I think there was a couple others that were close up until he knocks the guy out, or he like I said with this fight, he was pretty much losing every round. He pretty much lost every round against Tyson Fury except the rounds that he got the knockdowns in. So you know, yeah, his chin and his power is what makes him good, and obviously he's a very good athlete. He knows like he's not just people say he's not very skillful and he doesn't sure he maybe not have as much experience or like boxing techniques, but his instincts to throw simple punches like you don't have to train boxing for 20 years to learn how to throw a right hand. You can learn how to throw a right hand like a couple weeks of training, you can perfect the right hand. He has a natural talent of his reflexes are very good. Athletically, he's very good. So he might not know all these tricks in the bag, but he does the simple stuff very well. And the right hand, he times it perfectly. Because like he doesn't even throw that many punches. He barely threw any punches in this fight. I don't go by CompuBox. CompuBox is not accurate in my opinion. So, but because I know they had Wilder landing more punches throughout some rounds, and I didn't agree with it. And that happens in like a lot of fights. CompuBox is wrong, but Wilder, yeah, he's not very active, and he didn't throw his right hand that much, especially in this fight. He waits for the perfect moment, and literally he throws maybe five. He only threw like five straight rights during this whole fight that he actually with intent to knock Ortiz out, and one of them landed. So like his accuracy is very good with that right hand. He doesn't have to throw it 100 times to land it once. He only has to throw it like literally 5 times, and he's gonna land one of them, and you're gonna get knocked out. So And Ortiz, like I said, he did everything perfectly. It's just his chin couldn't hold up against that power. He got up like a warrior. He wanted to continue, but he was too badly hurt. Not saying he has a bad chin, he has a good chin, but like I said, no one can handle that power from that right hand. So it was an exciting fight. Even though Wilder didn't throw that many punches, Ortiz, like I said, was making it exciting, landing a lot of shots, and Wilder was in there. You sensed with Wilder, it makes it, even though he's not throwing a lot of punches and he might not be active, usually that's considered a boring fight. But when you got someone who has power like Wilder, you know at any second that right hand could come out and knock. So it's all, even though he's not throwing anything, and any fight with Wilder is an exciting fight because the tension there, right? So, uh, yeah, uh, where Wilder go from here? I think he has the Fury match coming up. We should know in February possibly, and like I said, that's a 50-50 fight. Uh, it could go either way, but you gotta favor Wilder in each of these fights. Even though he got outboxed clearly by Fury and Ortiz, that power, no one escapes it. So yeah, you got to favor Wilder in every fight, to be honest. Uh, until his chin starts going or something like that, you got to favor Wilder. Uh, like I said, he's got a solid chin and his power's amazing. But yeah, I think the Fury rematch for him. Ortiz, go back to the drawing board. Maybe get a tune up or something, and then fight someone like Joshua, Andy Ruiz, because no one wants to fight this guy, or even Tyson Fury. Uh, none of these guys want to fight Luis Ortiz. That's what Wilder said, and I agree with him, because he's the most dangerous guy out there. That's not gonna like he's underrated, and he's like Ortiz doesn't have the same kind of what do you call it? Like the marketing behind him that Fury does and Anthony Joshua has. So that's why no one wants to face him, because the risk reward is not good. But Ortiz is definitely, he's a top 3 heavyweight in my opinion. He's possibly better than everyone except Wilder. We don't know yet because no one else wants to fight him. So anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about the fight. Who do you want these guys to fight next? Where do you put them in the heavyweight division? And I think Wilder's the best in the division right now, and no one can beat him. Uh, except, actually, Fury did beat him, so I can't say that. Fury did beat him. But it's, like I said, Fury and him have to have that rematch, and then whoever wins that's going to be the best guy in the division. So right now, I would say it's still, you could say Fury's the best in the division because he did beat, in my opinion, he beat Wilder. But like I said, Wilder's power. So I'd say it's a tie between them. We'll find out in the rematch. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And subscribe, like, share. And I'll see you in the next video.